John Easterling is still very much in love with late wife Olivia Newton-John. 2 years after the Grease star's death from breast cancer at age 73, it's a love that Easterling now pours into the mission she began decades ago to eradicate cancer and provide better care for those suffering from it. "I'm doing super fantastic," the naturopathic entrepreneur, 72, tells People exclusively, opening up about life now. "I'm staying very busy with the Olivia Newton-John Foundation Fund and the research that's going on there. We're sponsoring plant medicine and cancer research. And the beauty of that is that we're seeing quite stunning results in the early stages." He's also in the midst of trying to sell the sprawling Santa Ynez, California, where he and Newton-John spent many happy years together and where she ultimately died. "I'm still at the ranch, but we just put it on the market. I've got the animals here, the horses and cat and dog. We're all just moving forward. When his wife was still alive, we had such a lovely time here. But it was our place, and now I'm recognizing it's time to let somebody else enjoy that peace and serenity and beauty," he says. People who are in a similar circumstance I know would understand. Though Easterling is ready to relocate, planning to split his time between Florida and Peru, he says that his heart isn't going anywhere anytime soon. "I have that very strong presence of her all the time. And sometimes even last night with the full moon, she was so present. And then today I was just listening to the song My Dream, the Jim Berkman song, and it was just so spectacular," he says of the newly released single featuring a long-lost recording of Newton-John. "It really just sent me into a supernatural space of emotion and joy." Easterling still feels so connected to Newton-John, it's hard for him to reflect on the possibility of finding romantic love again. "Olivia and I had a love so big and so indefinite in time," he says. "We embraced it as something even bigger than ourselves. We never had any petty arguments or anything like that. I mean, our whole life experience and the things that we shared and believed in were just too important. I didn't even think love could be like that." He continues, "That's not going to happen again. I mean, I don't expect it. More recently, I'm getting messages coming from Olivia when I'm in Peru at our special places there, and those messages are like, 'Love life, live life. Life is very, very precious, and don't waste a moment of life because it's a very thin veil that separates us.' Love," says Easterling, "can express itself in many forms and many ways. It's having loving relationships with everyone in your life. It's just different expressions. But as for finding the type of love he had with Newton-John, I couldn't imagine it being possible the first time. So I can't imagine it being possible again. He does, however, imagine he'll see Newton-John again. I see and feel her presence all the time, and I know we'll be completely reunited again. So that's giving me the strength and the energy to really push forward."